to our AI Soar Security Orchestration, Automation, and Response version 3.0. We have significantly increased the automation, including the use of over 200 agents and over 150 tools. Those agents can execute or humans can execute. Here's your dashboard. This is going to be a normal SOAR dashboard for you. The difference is obviously you're going to have all your security, AI intelligence, compliance, operations, SOC intelligence. Same thing with the risk management side of things. You're going to have your risk registries, so all the things that are going on, and then all the compliance settings you have. But here's the bigger capability we recently added. This is unified findings. And so it doesn't matter if your AI agent, most of which this platform uses, human, or one of your employees set up to conduct some type of assessment, some scan, some governance, risk, and compliance check, incident response. It all comes in here in unified findings. So it gives you one place to look at everything that's going on in your environment, what all of your AI agents are doing. Threat intelligence, that's exactly what it sounds like. This is where all of your data, your feeds are coming in, any new type of findings that relate to your infrastructure, watch list if you've got them set up, all of your NVDs, KEVs, all of your attack frameworks, all your findings, vulnerabilities, STIGs, all that type of stuff's here. Um, this is another update that we added for you, is Unified Test Scheduler. And basically what this allows you to do, if you're going to do your pen test, your red teams, phishing test, dynamic and static analysis, your wireless audits, your purple teams, all of that compliance, that testing, that governance, risk compliance, and you want to do it over a year based on your schedule and when you're rolling new things out. And then obviously the continuous monitoring. So this is fairly new in that before you had to go through multiple dashboards to get all of this information. You can look at the evidence freshness, the domain status, your control mappings, and monitoring triggers. So this is one of the big updates. But once again, let's go into kind of where everything's happening here. Pretty much all internal agents and external agents are managed, monitored, and created here in the AI management platform. So you can register any new agent if you want. You can come through and also have any type of agents that you've developed for any type of mission plans, including your supervisor, your guardian, and of course, your worker agents. And so if you come in here, you can see you basically provide them the role. This is where you're going to talk about the kind of KSAs, the knowledge, skills, and attributes you want to give them, area of field they may work in, if you want to give them an agent ID and display name, description. Are they going to be a supervisor? Supervisor is really for those agents where you plan on orchestrating multiple guardian and worker agents. So I'll show you an example in pen test here in a second. Guardian, that is those agents that, actually go out and perform and monitor for violations. So they're not just executing when you tell them, they're executing a mission on an ongoing basis. And then worker, they're out there, running your scans, detecting, analyzing your data, responding and reporting. And we'll show you some instance of this. This is where the power comes in. And I select the supervisor agent so I can swarm. So you can do incident response, red team, blue team, purple team, SOAR remediation. And what happens here when you put together any type of scan is that you want to be able to basically select the team members you want to execute it, and that could be both human and agents. But in this case, I'm just going to collect agents. So let me go to my bank site here, and we put this together. But the idea is that we had wanted to create an agentic bank, and in order to do that, and really have this thing work properly, what we wanted to do is go back here is create an agent that already has a bunch of vulnerabilities on the AI chatbot, some 0 days, some compliance, some regulations. You can select all your compliance frameworks, obviously, that you want to deal with. And then incident type, this is for non-incidents, just a red team. And then criticality is the depth and rigor at which the assessment is going to be done. So I'm going to run critical, like I told you. Automatic, it's going to give me a vulnerability assessor, reconnaissance scanner, exploitation specialist, persistence tester, web application tester, SaaS DAS report, or you can override that and create your own. And so that's what a lot of people do. I agree with it. I'm going to launch my swarm here. Now, the one thing I want you to really pay attention is right now the supervisor agent is lighting up and describing the explanations to all of these different agents. So he's talking to the vulnerability assessor, the reconnaissance, exploitation specialist, persistence tester, WAP, SAS, DAST, and report synthesizer. As soon as they find something, they're going to go from MCP, which is Model Context Protocol, to agent to agent. So my vulnerability assessor, he's probably going to find something first, or the reconnaissance scanner. And see, they just changed the communicating. Now they're working together. They're verifying the actual issues. You can keep control of the logs. And when they find it, they're going to basically go through and, as you expect on a red team, see if they can exploit it. And if they can, then once they're done, they're going to report this through the report synthesizer. That's great. You got 4 critical, 7 highs. They've completed. You deployed it, the actual swarm, and they've executed. Now we can go and look at all of our great findings. We got some exposed on services, SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and even the things that we actually were able to exploit. Of course, you also have your report here, and it keeps a full chain of custody. We do a SHA-256 on every single thing that every single agent conducted, what they assessed, at what level, all that type of stuff. So you can, blame them if they broke something or find out what actually went wrong. And then, of course, you got your audit log of every single thing that happened during that actual assessment. So full chain of custody. But not only that, notice up here it's like, okay, you found 4 critical, 7 highs. Do you want to deploy a swarm, a patch manager, a STIG ICS hardening, firewall generator, configuration hardener, credential remediation, and verification agent to go deal with that? So I think that's the other difference is not only can you conduct swarms of missions to execute, but then the AI is smart enough to say, hey, it looks like you want to probably mitigate and remediate these findings right away, and it'll help you do that.